have you like kind of walked through the store or whatever and like, you know, like found your record in the stack and had that whole experience or whatever?
A couple times.
Pretty cool.
A lot of people send me photos when they see them. Like
Hell yeah.
someone found one out in Langley or Surrey or something at a
Oh,
record
fuck yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Did they send you a picture of the receipt too? Like, buy that shit,
No,
motherfucker.
of course they didn't. They didn't buy it.
Welcome back to Show Me Yours with Jackie and Jonny, everybody.
I'm Jackie Agnew.
I'm Jonny DeVito, and today we are filming our second episode on location, on vacation.
Yeah.
Jackie had a couple things to take care of, and now we're on the run.
Yeah, exactly. We're
How do you feel about dropping a body, Jackie? Was this the first man you murdered, or?
Nope.
Oh,
but
okay.
Hopefully the first one I get away with.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So it definitely won't be the last. Today is a very special episode. I'm very excited. This is a music podcast, or sort of, you know what I mean? But this is the first time that we've had somebody on that actually plays music.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first real music episode.
Yeah, buckle up, motherfuckers. We actually do this shit.
Yeah.
This is an open invitation for any other Vancouver artist or any other musician of any other geographical location.
Yeah,
actually, we're not going to keep it to just Vancouver, but
well, you have to come to us.
that would be preferred.
Yeah.
Even though we are in Montreal.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out,
This
but either
is
way,
yeah. We'll sort out the logistics.
we're incredibly easy to book on.
Yeah.
But no, this is a really, really exciting episode. I'm a big fan of the band. We got one of the members in the house today. First of all, like, the world's back, Jackie, right? Go out, support live comedy, obviously, but definitely go support live music. I still haven't, I'm still yet to see an actual show.
Yeah.
But hopefully our guest coming up can scratch that itch for us very soon.
Yeah, I think so. Speaking of shows, should we plug some dates? It's coming out on Monday.
It's coming out on Monday?
Yeah. Sure. So what do I got going on? On the 28th, I'm on Comedy Brawl, House of Comedy in New West. 29th, I'm on somewhere. Comedy Lizard. Don't know where that is.
That's a secret location.
Yeah. 30th, I'm on a Comedy Ring show. Haven't checked where that one is either.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you're plugging dates, but you have no idea where you're going to be at.
I'll put links to this in the description if I remember. August 4th, I'm at the American downtown on Main Street. Oh shit, there's two more. And I'm up at Rossum Comedy on 2 other dates this August coming up.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that I should get myself out there a little bit more and talk to more promoters. If you want to come and check out your boy, I will be at the American on Thursday the 29th. So if you don't want to go to New West, come and see me.
The 28th.
28th,
Wednesday
sorry.
the 28th.
Yeah, so yeah, you know my shit better than I do, and I'm looking right at it. Yes, Wednesday the 28th, August 6th, I will be Rossum Comedy downtown. Go to
Caveman.
Yeah, rossumcomedy.com events for tickets there. And I will also be doing 2 shows there on the 11th. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. Other than that, please subscribe wherever you're watching this. Like, comment, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, share with your friends.
Share with your enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe follow us on social media.
Yeah,
We
give
have
us a
personal
scooch,
accounts
right?
too. Yeah.
Absolutely. But more importantly, I think this whole thing is shameless self-promotion for us. But
Exactly.
now that we get to actually promote something that's cool,
Yeah.
go to kindacoolrecords.com. They're a Vancouver-based punk rock record label. They're fantastic bands on there. Check out every single one of them. But most importantly, today, we are very pleased to bring you an episode with Ben VonDubya from ATD, A Total Disappointment. And this episode will not be that.
Yeah, the opposite of that.
Absolutely.
A total...
Rollicking good time.
yes.
Very good, dude. We're very excited to get back into the city and see some shows.
Yeah.
But once again, go to Kinda Cool Records and check out ATD, A Total Disappointment.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today we have probably the most special guest of all.
Yeah.
You tuned in. You wanted a music podcast. We might actually have one for you today.
Yeah.
Our first guest who actually makes music from one of the best bands in Vancouver for my money, from ATD, A Total Disappointment, Ben VonDubya, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's going to play a lot better on the thing, right? You know, when you're just trying to have a regular conversation with somebody, it's like, fuck, he just turned it on.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
It comes across on camera.
Oh, definitely. No. So how you doing, man? Thanks for coming over.
Yeah.
Doing very well, yeah. What is this, episode 17, 18?
17?
Yeah, it'll be one of those.
I think
up
so.
there.
Yeah. We have a couple in the bank here and stuff, so we're gonna.
Mm.
I don't know. This may come out like I don't know, early August, late
It'll
July.
be a few weeks. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's probably 18.
I could
something
potentially
like
be the most hungover guest you've had.
You
that.
could potentially
yeah,
be,
it's probably tough competition.
I'm sure
but
there
Definitely. Well, a lot of people roll in here drunk, so you actually came in here kind of
That's
prepared with
true,
the
yeah,
water
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
and I didn't know if you got the vibe of the show. So
Well, I made sure to drive because I wasn't gonna, let myself go down that
I'm gonna
road.
go
Yeah.
crazy.
Long cab ride back to Vancouver.
it would be.
Oh,
It
yeah,
definitely
oh
would
God,
be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we've all done it, but like the worst thing that you want to do is just, get unassumingly drunk on the afternoon on a Saturday, and then just have to like make your way home and deal with the fact that you got to come back here.
Totally, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a situation that we want to put you in. So.
No.
We're just gonna pump a couple drinks into you, and the
Yeah,
Vancouver
yeah,
PD
just
is
to-
gonna mind their fucking business.
Yeah.
Soda water.
Well, we've had Akeem on here who crushed a whole bottle of rum and was talking about how he had to drive home afterwards. So
Not safe. Not safe.
we don't
encourage that
endorse.
behavior.
We
No.
don't endorse.
Well, we'll see what happens. If I have to leave my van and come back tomorrow, then I'll do that.
Hell yeah, man.
Responsible, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. It's important.
It's punk to be responsible.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think it is. Right? I think there's a lot of bullshit going around about what it really means. But now it's like, how about staying alive? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking 40
yeah.
now. You got to keep it between the lines.
Yeah, I think there's a guy
Yeah,
from
a
like Teenage
balanced
Bottle Rocket that does
lifestyle.
like yoga, like instruction
does,
at
yeah.
festivals and stuff. That's awesome.
That's super rad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk rock yoga. Fucking
Yeah, I woke up with a
Yoga.
with a kink in my back this morning, and like I don't know, I've never really done any kind of like self care. You know, so like now to try to get into it, it's like a habit that
Yeah.
you have to,
For sure.
or it's like a lifestyle that you're trying to adopt at like 30 years old, when all I've done is just like
You have to.
shit on it. So
You have to.
Yeah, you gotta stretch it out.
hell yeah, man. Did you say you came from boxing before you came over here?
Well,
So
I'm
you
supposed to
took-
go to boxing this
Oh, but
morning.
the hangover.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Scrapped
say
boxing this
hungover
morning,
boxing.
But that's another thing, right? Keeping sort of just trying to stay in shape and, pay attention to it these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Because it'll get away from you quick and then very hard to come back from that.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Up there, right?
Well, a little bit, right? I think like the stage show that you put on too, right? Like if you're gonna come back to that,
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's gotta be
definitely.
a good workout. Yeah.
the mic up.
Oh, shit,
there you
sorry.
go. Yeah, just like you're there.
Yeah.
How long has
It's
it
been
been
a
since
while.
you had
It's
it?
been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, when was last ATD
yeah,
show?
yeah.
Last ATD show was fucking March 8th or something like that, just before St. Patty's Day.
Oh god,
Played
yeah.
with the Mackenzies and the Real Sickies at the Rickshaw.
Hell yeah.
And that
Okay.
was literally a week before everything kind of kicked off.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no,
and we
that's
haven't
it,
played
right?
a show since. We had a couple rehearsals
Yeah.
in there where we did a little bit of writing, but really we haven't done a fucking thing. And we're having our first jam on Tuesday, and I'm pumped.
Hell
Fuck,
yeah.
that's
Hopefully I
so
can remember all
exciting.
the fucking words. Hopefully they're in there. They
Well,
just
yeah,
come out
yeah.
naturally. Muscle memory. I'll be like,
Well, you didn't
Well,
really like
yeah.
do yourself any favors when writing those songs because it's fast. And I mean, like you got just as much work to do as a drummer in that band, right? Like,
yeah,
it's
we've got
Yeah.
like 3 minutes worth of lyrics and shit in a 30-second song.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I would not be able to do that. It was like when we came back to comedy too. It was weird trying to remember the sets,
Oh my
remembering
God.
like even how to perform and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a weird adjustment after being off for so long to perform again.
Yeah.
How
Well, I
long?
think-
So how long were you guys off?
Well, comedy came back in the middle of
Yeah.
COVID, so we had a few months there during the summer, but it's been closed since beginning of November until like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It opened
Yeah,
back
I
up.
think we
sense.
had
I
like
mean,
June to
Yeah.
November or something like that. Like right
Yeah.
around like if you follow the big lockdowns and all that stuff,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
anytime like any major
Yeah.
announcement was made, that was basically the one kind of chokehold, which was weird because there was still like maybe you could still see like an acoustic, the thing happening in the corner. I think at what is that? Anyway, there's a bar downtown or whatever that had a couple guys
at
doing it
Malone's
kind of
there?
at Malone's, that had like a screen up and everything.
yeah,
and
yeah,
still,
yeah.
But like as far as music goes, I haven't seen anybody.
I haven't
No,
either.
no
Yeah.
shows.
But the
at
comedy
all.
thing would cater well to the, sit down.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
Yeah.
really,
Well, it's
they-
lucky
it
they
was
feel
fun.
safe, right? Like everybody's having a good time, especially in the past like couple weeks. It's been a lot
Yeah,
of
and
fun,
when
yeah.
it was reopened last summer, like everything was super safe, limited seating. There was plexiglass between the tables, and like the mic would be sanitized between each comic and mic covers
Perfect,
and
yeah.
stuff. So there's a way to do it safely, but
Totally.
then everything just fucking shut down for a few months there.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I mean, now that it's kind of come back, you can start to feel like the full force. You said there's a show coming up on at the Canby in a couple
On
weeks.
Friday,
yeah.
yeah. Jameson's putting on the Chai Pig tribute memorial show. It's been a year since he'd passed away, so finally having a show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Terminal City Rats are playing, Campfire Shit Kickers.
Oh shit, yeah, cool.
Who else was on there? Fuck, I'm forgetting one of the bands, I think. But either way, it's going to be a real show.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking actual
Yeah,
punk
that's so
bands.
exciting.
Stoked.
Oh my god.
Is there any
it's been so
bookings and
long.
stuff like that come back, or is it just going to kind of slowly happen?
It
Or you
seems
just waiting
like-
for the call for your band?
For us, we are sort of waiting a bit. We
Yeah.
want to get this new record we're working on finished.
Mm-hmm.
And if we start dipping into shows, we get sidetracked really easily. And we got 5 guys in the band, and we are really sort of unorganized when it comes to being able to schedule rehearsals. Everyone's got different, work schedules, and
Totally.
it's a fucking nightmare. So
Yeah.
if we have shows, we'll rehearse for the shows, and then, writing, working on the record will take a seat for a while. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
we kind of decided that we will fucking get the record done and out of the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we can get back to it. But we do have one show booked,
Hell yeah.
and it is St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Oh,
22.
damn. Oh
There
my
we go.
God.
I don't know if I could say who we're playing with because it hasn't been announced yet. And I
But
actually
probably
don't-
exciting.
I'm very excited.
Hell yeah.
Very,
Nice,
very
that's
exciting.
awesome.
But I've been told to keep it under wraps until they
Okay.
announce it.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking year away, so I don't know when they're planning on announcing it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
How long
you'd
you
think
have
at
to keep
some
it under wraps
point.
for.
Yeah. If everybody's signed
Yeah.
on, then I think we could
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
feel
and
like
start
we
being
could,
excited.
We
for
could
it.
reveal
Exactly.
it here on this podcast
Yeah,
that like 40
absolutely.
people watch.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, either way, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't looked forward to a St. Patrick's Day in a long fucking time, so
I
it's gonna
know.
be very cool to
Yeah.
get out there and I don't know whenever the news can break,
Yeah,
But I think I don't know. So with the new music coming up, I think it's gonna be I don't know. It's got to be kind of cool if you're the new shit when a show finally comes back. If you're gonna like kind of dust everything off, like we were saying. It's hard to remember everything that you were doing
Yeah.
beforehand, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
at least for us, it was just cool just to write new shit and to go up and try and like I guess start completely from scratch, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
cool for you guys to get up there and
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
man,
with
I'm
new
fucking
shit.
super stoked. Super
Yeah.
stoked. I'm just fucking excited to get in a room and play with the guys.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just to
yeah.
get-
Even during
Yeah.
lockdown, was it tough
Shake
for you
the
guys just
dust
to get
off.
together? Like, did you
Yeah,
guys
we
even-
didn't really. We did
Really?
a bit of writing, few rehearsals, sort of before October,
Yeah.
like when you could kind of get together again,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then it, fucking world shit itself again. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of us have got together and done a bit of writing, me and Joe, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, it's been a long time since we were all in the same room. And I think even when we did have a couple jams in the middle of COVID, it was not a full band thing. I think it was like
Yeah.
3 or 4
Right.
of us only.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Tuesday, man. It's gonna
Yeah. How did you like handle that for so long? Like not
didn't.
being able to do?
be
Yeah.
great. I mean, what,
exactly.
you know,
yeah.
how do you handle anything?
Exactly. You just have to
Kinda
fucking
roll with it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
definitely have withdrawals for sure.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
now I start kind of worrying about being able to like make it through a whole fucking show. I'm
yeah.
usually, shit closes 10 o'clock. You're at
Yep.
home by 10:30.
Mhm.
Now, first bands don't usually start till 10.
Totally.
Oh, I know.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
You have to readjust your whole schedule. Well, our,
It's gonna be a lot of day naps and
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean,
Work
working that
naps, yeah.
cardio out.
yeah.
Hit the
Box
gym.
it out.
Definitely. It's just gonna be like a
Yeah.
new kind of hardcore with guys on stools and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get myself a little mini trampoline. on stage.
There you go. Gotta do something,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
If anything, like everybody is kind of giving us a break. Like, okay, we understand there's gonna be some rust on and stuff, right? So I don't
Yeah.
think nobody's expecting miracles out of you. I think that people just want to have some fun, right? So
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing comedy?
Well, we just started like very beginning of 2020s, so we just got a couple months in there before
it was
COVID
like a shit
hit.
show, I
And
think.
is
Yeah.
it like a duo thing?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta come. Have you guys got anything coming up?
Oh hell yeah,
Check
yeah!
it
Next
out.
next Wednesday at Pat's Pub, I'm gonna be on a show with that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Dino Archie's on that thing. There's a couple other like really funny people on that show.
Next Saturday. Yeah,
next Saturday, and then I think
Yeah.
Thursday. Are we doing the show together in?
I don't know.
For
I'll
Comedy
have to,
Ring?
I'll have to
I'll
check.
give you-
We have
yeah,
a
yeah, we'll
bunch
send
of
the
shit
links
coming
up,
up.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Please do, man. I'd love to
hit you
check
with some
that out.
dates.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
great.
There's some stuff coming back, which is exciting, and there's a lot of places that are, kind of. I thought were just primarily like punk venues or whatever, but like I've done shows at Lana Lou's. We got one at Pat's Pub coming up and stuff like that. So they're starting to do different
has
nights.
been like
and-
super fun.
Yeah.
It's one of the
Sweet.
best because they never used to hold comedy shows there.
or they didn't before in the time that we've been here.
Yeah,
right? So
but it's a
kinda
really
to see,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
to see
Deadly.
something come back there.
Yeah, let me know. I'll definitely come check that out.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, we're totally gonna do it. But man, getting into the record that you brought in with us today, right? Like, so tell us a little bit about your fascination with AC/DC and Highway to Hell in particular.
Well, I guess that was the first record I discovered on my own when I was a kid, sort of
Hell yeah.
outside of my parents' sort of influence and reach.
Oh, I
or
think
whatever.
we've talked
Okay.
about that a lot. That's
Right.
that important
that
that
first
nugget
step,
is
yeah.
yours,
Yeah.
And that was the first band I ever found, and that record in particular is just such a gem. I mean, I'm kind of the same with a lot of people with AC/DC now, like all the radio hits I don't really listen to and I'll skip over just 'cause
Yeah.
For sure.
radio ruined them. But
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
but that record is just front to back, super solid, and it
So
still
good.
holds up. Like
Yeah.
some of the best rock and roll songs ever
Oh,
on that record.
Yeah, the
crazy.
drums and the guitar. Oh,
Yeah.
we were rocking out to it.
Oh
last night.
yeah, it's so
yeah.
goddamn undeniable. Like as soon as you put it on, I mean, from the first, like I don't know, like with you, like you see you're vocalist in the band, but do you play guitar or anything like that? I've been
No.
playing very shittily for years, and I cannot like figure out how to get like a tone right, you know. So like, I can play those 3 chords. You bet your ass I can play those 3 chords, but there's no fucking way I can get it to sound,
Yeah.
you know, like that. Or playing like
Yeah.
Pantera's Walk, the dun-dun-dun, or whatever. I can never get like the guitar to sound,
The
even
right
if you're,
sound.
you know, my fingers are in the right place and I'm strumming it the right way, but like that kicks so much ass.
Yeah.
And it's like so undeniable, I think, for any, and they're just, it's just kind of cool, tough songs about fucking. You know, the
Yeah.
backseat rhythm and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah,
There's something
yeah,
naughty
yeah.
about that shit too,
Yeah.
especially when you're a kid. And I heard,
Yeah.
Very
I saw it on
sexual.
this record, but
Yeah.
Big Balls is. I remember that being like the first, like even before Weird Al or anything. That was the first song that made me like laugh out loud. Like,
I've
that was a
got
very
big
tongue-in-cheek song
balls.
for them too.
yeah, right.
But yeah, no, man, that record's just fucking deadly. It was released the year I was born. It was the last record with Bon Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's dope. Love it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
And it still
no.
stands up.
Hell yeah! I remember
40
listening to
some
it the
years
first
old.
time, like I heard it, or like that I remember listening to it was also like one of the first times that I made like an adult laugh because we're driving out to a campground and my brother's in the car ahead with my uncle and I'm in the car behind with my auntie. And I think it was like a cat or something just comes like running out and gets creamed like horrifically on the highway, right? And so we're sitting there, and it was a bad, guys, you guys are fucked up, man. Like Jesus Christ.
That wasn't the punchline.
Have a little respect for a fucking feline that lost its life on the highway that day. And have a little more respect for like a 7-year-old that understood that like I'm looking at the album cover like Highway to Hell. And I'm like, highway, cat dead, hellers. And so I don't know like what the joke was. I'm sure it wasn't like crafted, you know, like perfectly. But I said it and I remember like the giggles from the adults and somebody being like, that was fucked up. And I remember being like, yeah. I'm gonna crack jokes for it
grin.
forever. Yeah,
Yeah,
so there's I have an affinity for this record for that reason.
Yeah.
And but yeah, rest in peace to that cat. I was
Yeah,
just
no,
checked out,
shout
right?
out. Yeah.
Hey, you only get 9
Gone
of them,
too
right?
soon. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Blew them all at once, I guess.
And so you mentioned the musical influence from your parents before like you found this album and sort of got into your own shit. What was like the music your parents listened to?
The biggest one was my mom's love for Queen.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
still one
Nice.
of my faves.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I consider Freddie the best male vocalist of all time.
Oh yeah.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah. Best
Um,
performer, I would say.
yeah,
too.
just-
incredible.
Yeah, top shelf.
There's
So that
something
was
so
sort of
punk rock about him, like not giving a shit, like that
Super punk
attitude,
rock,
even
yeah.
though like the music or the sound or whatever. But I think like I don't know, you could even say that about like rocking the Casbah with the Clash and stuff like that. There's still something like there's something I don't give a shit. like so much
Totally,
about that dude.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was deadly. And then my dad was like a country guy, like the old outlaw shit, Johnny Cash, Jennings, all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Merle Haggard, Willie. So
it sounds like
All
you
the
didn't. Yeah,
classics.
you had some good stuff that you were coming up around.
For
right?
sure.
But when you found
Definitely.
it, was it just a little harder, like a little?
yeah,
'cause that's
a little
definitely
more
a little.
ballsy and
Yeah.
just something that was mine at that time, right?
Totally.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I fucking just wore that tape out in my Walkman on all the road trips and family shit. Just
Hell yeah.
fucking flipping back and forth.
Just burning double A's, the
Yeah.
pocket full of batteries.
Totally, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, good times, man. That's they'll always be have a place in my heart. basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
of course. Yeah.
Absolutely. How do you like when it's time for you to was ATD your first band, or have you been doing
No.
this for a long time? Or
I've been doing it since I was about 17.
no shit.
Wow.
My first band in Calgary was called Genghis Bong.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
And
I
that
need to
was-
get.
That's
Fuck, but you
amazing.
brought me a copy of it. No, I want a copy of Genghis Bong.
Yeah.
There is no copies of that, man. We were pretty young kids, but that was sort of a System of a Down-ish kind of band,
Okay.
like sort
Okay.
of half punk, half metal, kind
Yep.
of a hybrid thing that we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Right.
And then I was in a band called the Tourettes, which was a punk band out of Calgary. And I played in a band called the Primitive Screwheads with
Nice.
some of the guys from, one of the guys from ATD,
cool.
Philly from the Shit Kickers.
Hell yeah.
And then that was all in Calgary. And then moved out here, and this was the first band I've had in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was like like out of Calgary. That scene is something that like I've never really gone out there, but you see like chicks dig it, and I've heard like there's like the scene there is really. I mean, it has been around for a long time. There's an old Social Distortion and like Youth Brigade VHS or something
Yeah.
where they stop in Calgary,
Yeah.
and there was like, kind of like
Super
highlighted
cool,
the scene
yeah.
or something. So you kind of grew up around all that.
Yep. I mean, that was way before my time, that sort of era, but the scene seemed to be awesome out there, yeah. I'm not sure where it stands these days, but it
Yep.
seems from a distance that it's still thriving, still
Hell
doing
yeah.
good.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well you're part of a pretty rad one in town here.
Yeah, I
mean,
love
what,
it.
What kind of cool records and like who the fuck are the Foamites? This radical sabbatical fucking album that your label just put. It was
Yep.
like,
I have no idea. I've never met him yet.
Oh, okay.
And like
that
most of
album
the bands
fucking
on
rips,
there.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to do some shows with these label mates and
Totally.
get my hands on some records. Stoked for all that, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kind of cool roster's getting pretty stacked.
Yeah,
Stoked to
man.
be part of it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, and like and varied too, right? Like I think like you guys really you don't do like the fat thing where like especially early fat, like every band on there was like
Sound
it
the
really
same.
yeah a
Mhm.
little
Yeah.
bit, right? But yeah, but like between I don't know, just like from you guys to like You Big Idiot and stuff like that. There's that nice you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess all inclusive, the whole umbrella of punk. I guess
Yeah.
can all kind of come in there.
Yes, a
Totally.
little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it as well. But yeah, no, those guys are great, man. I haven't seen any of them for a while, and we managed to put out our record right at the beginning of COVID, which kind of gave us something to do.
Totally.
A bit of some sort of motivation and
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they've been absolutely great, man. Love
Mhm.
working with them.
Well, it's cool. Yeah, no, definitely. Like just have you like kind of walked through the store or whatever and like like found your record in the stack and had that whole experience or whatever?
A
That's
couple
something that's
times.
pretty cool.
A lot of people send me photos when they see them. Like
Hell yeah.
someone found one out in Langley or Surrey or something at a
Oh,
record
fuck yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they send you a picture of the receipt too? Like, hey, buy that shit,
No, of course they
motherfucker.
didn't. They didn't buy it.
Let that be a
Yeah.
lesson to you.
Yeah.
I'm actually an asshole. You probably would. I'm gonna have to send you some cash for that too. Disclaimer.
Demanded a free record.
I didn't demand. I was asking for it. I also asked for a T-shirt too.
Yeah, I have to hook up with a T-shirt.
Well, it's the best
Yeah.
part about you make friends with people in bands, and then you never have to like shop for clothes ever again. I think that's
Yeah, that's the best part.
That's the idea. Unless you fuck with the core, because I've been to their shows. Like I think we were just having beers or whatever, and I bought like 3 T-shirts off them, and I'll get home and it's like a girl's, tank or something like that, or like a small and shit. And I'm like, Dan, you fucked me again.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you rip them off and have them as your theme song.
Yeah.
He gave us total permission. It was all good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
The copyright is cleared.
Absolutely. I mean, did I listen to the album and think, God damn, that would be cool? Like, it wasn't definitely offered up, but he did say okay when
That's sweet.
That's all you need.
It's a great little intro song.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
man.
no, we like
No,
it.
it's perfect. Yeah, it's great on the album for anybody who wants to go check it out. It's there.
The best part about it being on the intro is you don't have to listen to Dan sing.
Exactly. That was a very, like, that band kicks ass. You know what I mean? So, like, you just want him to highlight. You just want to
They really are one of the fucking better bands around, man. They're so talented and
Hell yeah.
hardworking and just stand-up guys. But
Oh, totally.
I'm looking forward to hearing what they come out with right away here. I hear there's some stuff in the works.
I have a feeling that they've been up to work.
working. They don't stop
Totally.
working, so I mean...
Well,
they
Dan's
put
in a
out 2
fucking
records a
van
year.
right now with a Conaline Crush.
He
going
is, yeah.
somewhere. Like, what the fuck?
didn't see that coming for
Nope.
sure, but fucking stoked for him.
Hell yeah,
Being out
dude.
on the road, fucking working.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. That's like you say you got 5 of you guys, and it's it's how they even get like in the room to get together, right? Like, so when touring time comes around, is that going to be like top on the priority list, or
I don't know, man.
You don't-
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely gonna.
you're just
happen.
coming back? Give them a fucking break,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
We're jamming on Tuesday.
Still
No,
adjusting to being up past 10.
Totally.
we did have a bunch of shit tours and stuff planned before COVID hit. We were gonna go have our friends from Australia come out and do some Western Canadian stuff with them,
Sick.
and then we were gonna go out there and do the same thing out there. They were gonna take us around for
Right
a
on.
couple weeks in Australia, and that would have been fucking so cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had to get scrapped. We were
Yeah.
going to do a bunch of traveling around with some friends from Calgary, Julia Sumner Miller,
Cool.
great friends of ours, and
Nice.
do some traveling around with them, and that all got fucking squashed. So, I don't know, man. We'll just
Well,
have
hopefully
to
there's just
see
the
how it
pause
goes.
button was
goes,
pressed,
yeah.
and it's
That's
not just like stopped.
What
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping we can
Yeah.
just reschedule it for
Totally.
next year or
Well,
something. but-
it seems like everything is picking up really quick. Like
Mhm.
everything just opened up all at once. There
Yeah.
are shows, there are so many like comedy shows, so many comedians, big comedians that are doing world tours,
Mhm.
and it's all happening all at
Fingers
once.
That's
crossed
just
that
the thing,
it
we just need to-
stays
yeah,
going and it
exactly.
doesn't
Totally.
fucking shit itself again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I'm a
that's
little
like-
nervous that it might.
that there's like a
Fuck, everybody's
variant that's gonna
getting-
fuck with everyone again, but
What the fuck is up with that? Do you know anything about? Are you a virologist, man? Do you know anything about?
I don't really know. And
yeah,
I get most of my information from fucking like Facebook and stuff, like
Yeah,
little videos,
yeah.
and I'll be like, "Oh, that's got to be true." So,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
but from what I understand is that if we can get enough people fucking vaccinated, then the variant's not going to really matter.
Exactly. I
And
think
the
that's the
places
key.
where it's hitting the worst, it's like less than 50% of the population vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on track and looking pretty good, but
Yeah, I think
yeah,
Canada's
we're all
doing
going-
pretty well. I think the States are kind of fucked.
I think they might have jumped the gun a bit. But
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like we're doing well, so hopefully. But
You also,
it's
I
a
don't
bit
know. It has
nerve-wracking.
the kind of feeling like once the train is on the tracks, it can't be stopped. Even though we've seen that it can be like twice. You know what I mean over the
Yeah.
past years, but it kind of is
Over and
that.
over again,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right. But right now, like if you're watching like baseball at all, you see the Texas Rangers game maybe like 4 months ago, like before maybe even 10% of the people are vaccinated, they're fucking wide open, right? So I
Mhm.
think like if it's jumping the gun or whatever the case is, like I don't know if it's gonna be like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing, or
Yeah.
whatever the case. But every music show that I've seen is just kind of like pushed out a little bit, right? So I'm
Totally.
just hoping that it can stay on. I got punk rock bowling tickets. I actually, when you said I'm about 30 minutes out, I couldn't respond to that because I was like 30 seconds away from the pre-sale for the
Nice.
after show tickets.
oh, nice. Which
Fuck yeah.
ones? What'd you get?
Dude, I got on Thursday. I'm doing Dillinger 4 and Get Dead.
Oh, nice.
On Friday, Strung Out and Suicide Machines.
Nice.
On Days and Days on the Friday.
Oh, we played
and
with them
then-
before.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
We
dude.
played with them on Canada Day years ago with Leftover Crack, Days and Days.
At venue?
Yeah.
I was there.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! At both shows. That was
Nice.
yeah, dude.
And then the next day was Dayglow or something, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, I miss the days, right? It used to be all over town. I'd run into you. You bought me a beer at the rickshaw one time. I was like, it
Yeah.
felt real cool. I was like, I'm in the punk
I
scene.
did?
Yeah,
I'm
you
in
did.
the
You did. You
punk
bought me a
scene. I
PBR.
don't even remember.
Yeah, you must have been hammered.
That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
really
like
left
me.
it
I know, it
impressive
was
on
cool.
me,
I don't
yeah.
know. We just hit it off. Well, no, I think like the first time that I did meet you, Dan called me because there was like a punk rock bowling mini thing or whatever
And you were with
on
the
commercial.
Topes. You were with Evan, right?
Yeah, but they couldn't. I don't know those guys at all. So Dan coming, there's fucking 14 guys in that band, and they couldn't get 4 together to bowl for that show.
Well, okay.
So Dan called me. He's like, "You wear an Isotopes t-shirt, right? You want to bowl?"
Oh wow! I thought you were fully.
I don't know that. No, I don't know those guys at all, basically, right? So I knew Dan. It was awesome.
All right.
So yeah. So then after that, I think it was just fun. I'm like, I'm just fucking
That
hanging out
big
with
group
these guys.
photo we got at the end of the night there just popped up on my social feed.
Yeah, I
the
forgot
other
all
day,
about
not
it
too long
too.
ago.
Yeah.
That was fun, man.
Yeah, definitely. That should be like a yearly thing. I told him that like
Should
next
be.
year I just want to be like there's gonna be like a fan team. Because
Yeah.
like it's weird, right? I don't feel like if somebody comes up to me and like, "Are you in Isotopes?" There's 40 people in that band, and I'm not in.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
I'm on the Isotopes bowling team.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
right?
You are affiliated.
Yeah,
in
nuclear
in
strike zone. I guess it still
in the
applies to
context
the
of bowling. Yeah.
Sure. A fan of the band.
Strike
and-
zone.
yeah, right. No, but I don't know. I think everybody's just kind of chomping at the bit to get back, but
Yeah.
but going back, like that's something that like so if you're growing up in like hard rock music and like where was the decision, like were any of those like 100 bands that you were in, were you, was it always hardcore? Was it like a ska thing, or you did, well I guess you said you started with like a System of the Down kind of thing. Was it
Sort
always
of,
fast and
it
hard?
was, yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't really like that, but that was sort of one of the bands that kind of came out around that time, and that was sort of the closest sort of thing we had. My brother was the drummer. He's a punk guy. I'm a punk guy. We had a metal guitar player and a metal singer, and then a punk bass player. So it was kind of just a hybrid. And we had 2 singers, another metal singer and myself.
Right.
But with those guitars being heavy, you just naturally kind of went that way?
Yeah,
or?
it was like kind of metalish guitars, fucking ripping drums, just sort of. And also we were just kids trying to figure out what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, play
Yeah.
as fast and as hard as you can.
And yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I kind of like, you know, I was like, I just want to do a actual just a fucking punk band, straight
Yeah.
up punk band. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm no bullshit. Like, for my money, there's not a lot of bands in town that can, that touch it. Because there's a lot of great bands in town, but you know what I mean. The shit that you kind of like you guys really fucking rip a hole through that.
yeah, we like
Yeah.
to make a mess.
Yeah, you definitely
Fast and
accomplished
hard
that.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sort of like drew you to like get into being in bands and shit? Like, did you always like the performance aspect of it, or were you like a writer first and sort of went in through there?
No, it was all. I think I've always loved it. I remember being a kid and like just putting on fucking AC/DC records, or I had a big love for the Tragically Hip. Put that shit on as a kid and just like fucking dance around pretending I'm singing the shit, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
just sort of-
totally. Yeah.
And then the first time I saw SNFU play live fucking blew me away, and I was like, I gotta fucking get in on this shit, man.
Hell
This
yeah.
is, like,
Yeah.
so much fun. And then
Totally. Was that Calgary at the time? Were they out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
yeah, and it was awesome, yeah. And I think I've always just wanted to do it, and I've never really had, been musically inclined or any real sort of talent, so to speak. But so it's fucking.
You got the balls and the
Yeah.
You be good. You just gotta be.
hell yeah, man. Well, you gotta have the balls and I guess
Yeah.
like the brains enough to
the
know where you
initiative.
are in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know, doing like a punk rock karaoke thing, or like if I'm fucking around with some of my friends in bands, they'll get up there and sing this one. I don't know where the fuck they are. Kind of get lost in the moment and shit. And it's kind of chaos up there. Like I don't
Yeah.
have any experience around that.
Yeah.
I guess you probably a learning curve, I'm sure.
Well, you
But
definitely
there's
can get
some-
lost on stage for sure.
Hell yeah,
Middle of a
especially when
song.
it's like
Fuck, where are
fucking
we?
ripping fast songs too.
Yeah.
Where the hell are we?
Yeah. No,
Have you ever gotten lost? Like, where is the so if you're
Yeah.
train wrecked a song?
yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Tons of times. Yeah. Plenty of times.
Yeah.
what do you think is one in particular stand out? Like, do you have a?
Well, it was not necessarily it was the whole thing was actually a train wreck, but we went and played Massive Fest in Nelson, and we went out the day before, and I got some good pals that live in Nelson, so we turned it on a little bit the night before, a little too hard, and we were playing at like 4 p.m, and we were all so fucking hungover, man. I just finished throwing up in the back alley, and Joe was so fucked up. He couldn't just keep it together, so he just turned his guitar off and just pretended to play. Just let Kevin do all the work.
If there's
man.
5 of you guys, like no one's gonna notice.
And like
That is fucking
it
awesome.
was so bad. Like that was one of the worst shows we've had. And then we had another show in Lethbridge. Just throwing my guys under the bus here, but
Oh, you got to
Yeah.
do it. I'll throw a buddy
But-
under the bus.
fucking Marco was a little loose and ended up just taking his pants off, and he spent more time throughout songs just like standing up and showing his ass and stuff. Just having a fucking time, and we just kept, you know, all of a sudden songs stopped. Just look back, Marco was fucking running around with his dick out. It's like, what the fuck, dude? So like,
we got a job to do here. All you have 30 minutes just to do one thing.
Go lost in the moment.
I mean, you can always fuck up a song, but it's nothing like fucking train wrecking an entire show.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like, where are you guys at that? Where on the bill are you guys playing? Like, is it enough that it can't be salvaged? Like, the rest of the show is just a shit show after this.
No, yeah, we're not really a headlining band. Well, we never have been yet, really.
Yeah.
So usually, if we're gonna wreck a show, it'll just be our set.
Perfect.
Right.
The rest of the guys will come and show you how it's really done.
Yeah.
Kind of salvage what's left.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun from like a comedy standpoint. Like, if somebody just goes and eats shit, like the next person, you have to acknowledge it, right? So it's like it's really funny when you see the next band come up and like, what the fuck was that?
Well, they should live up to their name. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I remember at the Warped Tour, some band, like a screamo, you know, you had to do like the wall of death thing or whatever, and then Les and Jake came on after, and they're like, we're not gonna make you do that dumb shit or whatever. Like, the entire set was just trashing the other band from before. It was ridiculous.
So back to the punk rock bowling. Who's on the bill? I didn't even look at it because I just assumed it wasn't gonna happen, so I just didn't even.
Oh yeah, the headliners for the 3 nights, I believe, NoFX, Circle Jerks, and Devo. And yeah, dude, it's gonna be a lot of fun, but like. Scattered throughout, like Pears are in there. I'm a big Lawrence Arms fan.
I love Pears,
Fuck
man.
yeah, man.
Bishop's Green are playing.
Bishop's Green is going to be there. They have their own kind of Canadian after show
cool.
or whatever. Yeah, that they're doing, which fucking looks like a lot of fun. Guttermouth is there. I got an extra Guttermouth ticket just because, like, I'm a fan of theirs, and I haven't seen them playing so goddamn long. It's probably been like 10 years or something since I've seen them come through. But you have like the Luna Chicks, and goddamn, I'd have to look at. There's I'm drawing a blank, but like, I mean, Riverboat Gamblers from fucking
Beauty.
Yeah, everything, man. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Bad Cop. Shit,
I
I don't know.
love
As we
them.
go, I'm just gonna keep.
Bad Cop.
But I think it's close enough now. It sounds like Vegas doesn't give a shit. I was told that you could go to like the Bellagio right now, and if you just want to, you can book a room there, and they'll just vaccinate you when you get there, and then it's like have at her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think they've been opened up for a while.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so if any place is gonna let it fly, I think it's gonna be Vegas. I think, especially by September. I hope that they have that kind of attitude because I'm getting my second shot pretty soon here, and then after that, like, fuck it.
I like the idea of being vaccinated by a hotel employee.
Yeah, that seems a little fucking silly. I mean,
Fuck that, man. Do you know how
Just
intricately
have
they
them
have to
on
shuffle
hold.
the cards and do the dice? Like, they have to follow so many rules for the gambling shit. So if the gambling board of the Nevada fucking Gaming Commission is like watching them that, you think they could fucking stick you real quick? Like,
Sure.
but isn't it like a couple weeks to sort of take full effect?
Yeah, I don't think as soon as you get shot up,
Boom, you're fucking
yeah,
immune, yeah.
you're
okay,
immune,
but then by the time that you're sick, though, then like you'll have like a little bit of like I don't know. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You might
the
have poked a
logic
hole.
is a little bit flawed.
Again, I don't.
We're partying, man. We're going.
This is just my opinion.
Ben,
After
don't
doing
shit on my parade right now.
Zero research, like always. Just
I don't know
I
about
heard.
Vegas
2 weeks.
hotels giving out vaccines.
Yeah, I don't know. I should stop listening to my dad for all my news and stuff. But he might have just said that. He says so much shit like off the
they'll
cuff
shoot you
too.
up right
so.
there. They'll just vaccinate you on the spot.
Yeah, that might not be true. But either way, by September, like I think that we're gonna have the next one coming through, right? I think that like I'm all like 4 or 5 weeks ago I got my first.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see.
I'm about the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got tickets to see Idols in Seattle
Fuck
in
yeah.
November.
Nice.
So fucking fingers crossed that happens. That fucking band saved me through COVID.
Yes.
Kind of discovered them a
Yay.
little late, but
Dude.
that new record of theirs, oh man, like
No, same thing, man. I was late to the party and like I found Joe, and I think I listened to that goddamn record like front to back like 100 times. I told everybody about it. My brother was like, "It's not that good of a record. Stop playing it in the car." And I showed my dad, and he was like, "I get it, okay. I love you, kid. Sorry, I should have told you more."
exploding, man. Like their whole American tour. Last I saw, like all but one show is sold out.
No shit, really. Hey.
The show that we got tickets to sold out in minutes, and they added a second show like within a couple hours. Fucking crazy.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm stoked to see them. If that's the first like big show I go to after all this, man, that would be just fucking poetic.
Totally, man. And I
Yeah,
think that, but so you said November?
That's in November, yeah.
Yeah, so I think by then, I mean,
Should
Jesus
hopefully
Christ,
be
right?
reopened,
I'm
yeah.
fucking just gonna go anyway.
Fuck
yeah,
'em.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
By that point, like,
If I
what are
have
we
to
doing?
quarantine when I get back, whatever. But
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
I think,
I-
it
Is
should
your
be
work
fine.
like gonna be bummed about it? Because like 2 weeks of just like hanging out
I
gives
don't
me a lot
care.
of time to do what I want to do.
That's their
I
problem.
don't give a
Yeah.
flying fuck. After been like just sort of shut down for 2 years, better part of 2 years, I don't really feel too guilty about taking as many days off and doing all
Totally.
the shit I can in this
Yeah,
summer and for the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
Fuck it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm not. I don't. I'm gonna miss like the. Just how easy it's been to call in sick for the next 2 years.
Oh,
Like
I know,
that's been
the
fantastic.
excuse.
Just a fucking
Yeah.
scratchy throat is like
Yeah.
2 days at home. Like
Totally. Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
asking for part time. Like I have a decent enough job that I do okay, but I don't need all of that cash. Like the 40-hour week is just too fucking much, right? So I like try to get like a sick day or two.
Yeah. You can't
You know, in
blame
every
it on-
pay
you can't
period,
blame
right?
it on
Yeah.
COVID anymore. You got to go back to making shit up.
I don't
Lying.
know,
Yeah,
'cause, like, then, I
exactly.
mean,
No,
it's
it's this Delta variant. I'm pretty sure.
It's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
been alcoholism. The problem is it's like it's always been alcoholism, but now I just have to admit it.
Yeah.
I like drinking on a weekday. You know what I mean? Like a
I mean,
Wednesday
who
patio
doesn't?
drink is
Yeah,
actually a lot of
exactly.
fun. So
It's delightful.
yeah, so I might have to just own up to it here one day. But until then, so yeah, here we go, Delta variant.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't be upset if Delta variant kind of like slowed things down a
Jackie,
bit.
you want to slow it down. Jackie's been so cool with this whole thing like the entire time. Like
I'm fine with isolation.
yeah, we have to push each other to kind of get out to shows, like really like to get there and actually do
Yeah.
the stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
once we got this show, it was almost like the worst because we were just like, well, we have all the equipment, like we could just do everything from here.
Yeah.
And like that's how people build a following. No,
Yeah.
no, let's go out
It's
into
never
the world,
talking to people,
Yeah.
shake hands and kiss babies or something. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for a lot of people too, I think, just sort of relearning how to be social.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. I've been watching it happen firsthand here.
I've been struggling to readjust.
A little, yeah. You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
real thing for some people, man.
It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once you get like 3 beers in me, I'm just a social butterfly. And like
Me
everybody,
too.
come on over, right? But I can tell like I'm not respecting people's personal space. You know what I mean? You throw an arm around somebody after 2 years of pandemic talk, they're like, get the fuck away
Yeah.
from me.
Dude, even just not having to wear a mask in a restaurant feels fucking weird now.
We just did it last
Yeah.
night. Just
Yeah.
walked right in, just butt naked. Felt like
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
literally.
yeah, it's awesome. I'm here, but like
going
everybody else
raw,
that
yeah.
works there has to still wear the
Yeah.
mask, so it's
So it
not.
feels
it's
a
not
bit weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
full on yet.
No,
right?
no, it just feels strange. I've been just rocking my mask anyway, just 'cause
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so fucked up.
I just
How-
gauge like eye contact, right? If it looks like somebody's gonna be bummed if I'm not wearing it, then you just put it
Exactly.
on,
Yeah, read
right?
the room, right?
Yeah, exactly,
I think the only reason why sometimes now I'll walk in without a mask is because it's been so fucking hot, and so I don't
Yeah.
want to put like a mask on my face.
I've been working
But,
like
yeah.
it's hot as hell in the middle of the day. If you're like if you have to wear it, and you're
Mm-hmm.
around people. It sucks if you're actually like doing physical fucking labor, pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
with
Yeah,
just a cloth
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
So once that kind of like it goes away, but I work in this fucking tower over here, and we just open every door and every window and just try to get like the wind moving through it.
Yeah, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
And everybody just like
That's the only reason I haven't physically fucking melted in our apartment downtown is having the nice little crosswind. No AC, but
we're in the same
last
boat
week
right
was
here.
fucking rough.
Man, it was
brutal.
really
what
bad, yeah.
what way does your window face?
We face sort of, we're on the corner, the northwest corner.
Solid.
Okay.
We're downtown,
yeah,
so I
nice.
can't
Oh,
really
yeah.
tell which direction it actually
Right.
faces. It's kind of cockeyed.
I
but
bake
Yeah.
in the. I'm right on the east here, and this
yeah,
like until about I don't
It's
know
horrific.
3:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like direct sunlight in my room, and it's a motherfucker. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
we get the opposite. We're kind of chilled throughout the day, but once the sun comes over at like 9-10 o'clock, fucking like 100 degrees in our apartment.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
sleeping that last week, I was just
I don't know what would be worse.
Yeah.
Should I've been kind of cursing, like wishing that I was on the other side, but maybe it might be better for a cool sleep.
I think either way
I
you're
mean,
fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Half
bummer
of it is
either
fucked.
way. Yeah.
I don't know if like humidity, like it sucks when they said like the heat wave is over, but like I'm still, like, I can't
It's
adjust
still
body
so
temperature.
hot.
I'm
No.
still fucking sweating.
I
so-
haven't had a day where I don't wake up just sweaty
Yeah.
sweaty all day for fucking weeks. 'Cause
Yeah,
even before the heat wave, it was still hot as fuck.
Yeah,
Totally,
because it's not
totally.
like 40 degrees anymore, but it's still way hotter
Yeah.
than it usually is
Yeah.
here this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 is sort of typical, right?
Yeah.
I think
Like
so, yeah.
high 20s, 30, just fucking cooking here.
Yeah,
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's too much.
I don't know. I grew up in the in the interior, and there was pictures coming back from like downtown in my hometown, and it's just an hour away from Nelson. Actually, I'm from
Oh,
Trail,
yeah?
and yeah, it's 43 degrees or something like on the ground, and like what are we doing?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
You know?
stupid, man.
And then I can't stand that at 43 degrees. If you look at the app on your phone, and it's like, but it feels like 50.
Yeah.
Like fuck
like
off.
they just say it's fucking 50 degrees.
Yeah,
and, like,
dude.
What
what
it
does
feels
it
like,
matter?
is it? Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What is temperature if it's not what it,
It
feels
is.
like?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's the theory. We need to get the Weather Channel on the,
The fucking
phone.
weather, like, just what the fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
The one job that you can never have to be correct at.
Right.
And like, you just, like, and most of the time it's never right. You know what I mean? They're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, 50% chance of rain. I was like, oh, really? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder,
Cool,
yeah,
I'll
like
count on it. Like,
yeah. So it might rain, it might not. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
that would be awesome if you were like a heart surgeon or like an air traffic controller, and you're like, I just want a job that I don't need to be right all the time
Yeah.
for, and you just go to
Surgery
like
might
to
go well, it might not.
yeah.
Cool. Like,
Yeah.
those chances.
Honestly, yeah, it was just too much for me, right? I had the grind was too much. I still wanted to be in the public spotlight, right? Because you can still get out
Of
there, you
course.
can still be that guy, right? And like, what the fuck is okay? So what are they all? They're or don't they have a name?
For the
weather
weather
people,
people,
yeah, they have like a- it's-
meteorologist,
Weatherologist.
weatherologist,
Okay.
yeah.
Weatherist.
Yeah,
Weatherist,
right. So
yeah.
that's that's an accreditation that they give you, but like a yoga instructor, right? So like you've taken a course and you like know enough shit. Like I'll give it to you, right? But a meteorologist, you've been wrong so many times.
Yeah,
Like everybody in
your
your
whole job
profession.
is being wrong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they feel bad too. Like, hey man, we don't fucking know. Like
Like,
we're just trying.
we keep trying to revolutionize.
Why do you keep
weather
checking
here?
the
Yeah.
fucking weather if we're wrong all the fucking time?
Yeah.
Say
Maybe
straight up, we're probably wrong.
it's a conundrum. It would just be cool if there's like an honest weather channel. You know what I
Totally.
mean? Like fucking it
That-
might rain. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
This is
Look out
my
the fucking
best
window
guess.
before you
Yeah.
go.
That should be you guys' new comedy sketch.
Yeah.
The fuck it weather, yeah.
Bring a bottle of water and a jacket,
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's -3, but it feels like 40, so we don't
Yeah,
know what's going on
so
here.
you be
weather,
the judge.
temperature. What's the temperature? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. You got a good voice for it, man. Back to you, Ben.
Yeah, Ben with
Well,
the
it looks
weather.
like it might rain. I don't know. Might not. It's 30. Feels like 40. Don't know what the temperature is, what the weather's doing.
Fucking A.
Fucking you be the judge.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Tomorrow will probably be a bit the same.
You want to know about tomorrow? Fucking live in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to you, Johnny.
Oh fuck. We could definitely do. I mean, well, okay. So like on the land and the plane here, is there anywhere that? Well, I think we've kind of covered like all the gamut. You guys are they're just jamming on Tuesday, so don't look out for any shows.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
meantime,
So
but-
relax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people,
but definitely like, is there
And
any
if you're
traffic
lucky, you
that
might
we
have a
want
new
to,
record in the next, year or two.
Yeah.
Hard
So
work.
stay tuned. Yeah.
Does it take that long to get it off the ground? Like, I mean, so if you've been writing, how long does it take to get from like the actual writing process where you're just banging out, you know, I don't know, arrangements, lyrics and shit before it actually gets recorded?
Fuck, it depends. It depends if we... So this time we're going to, I think, sort of focus on just getting the record done and not jumping back into shows right away. So I think this will be, I don't know, maybe by the end of the year the record might be written.
How? Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
Fully written, we're probably halfway there, maybe a bit more.
Nice.
And then working with the kind of cool guys and them like having the built-in sort of studio, we can probably do... Because last time we went out to... the fuck island was it? Not Gambier, Galliano or something, and recorded at the Noise Floor, and we were out there for 5 days and just did the whole thing. It was
Cool.
fucking sweet.
That's awesome.
But this time we can just take our time a bit with the recording process as well, right?
Is it all in town so nobody? Yeah, you
We'll
can just kind of
Nice.
go knock the drums off somewhere at a studio, but then the rest of it's all just done at Schaefer's place.
right on.
Nice.
So we can take our time, and we don't all have to be there just like grinding. We can just take, go in night after work. fucking
Yeah, well,
rock
it's
the-
because like
rock
that
the
sounds like a
drums
cool
Yeah.
like band kind of retreat, the 5 day.
It was
go out
really
there.
cool.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
really cool,
Yeah.
and no cell service. It was
Oh,
just
awesome.
out there
Yeah.
the whole time.
Nice.
Totally.
And it was fucking cheap, and the record sounds awesome.
It
I mean,
does.
Schaefer did a lot of work, but the guy recording it killed it.
Hell yeah.
And it was cheaper than just renting an Airbnb for a week.
Right.
And it was out in the woods. It was fucking so rad, man.
Oh my God, that's
That's
crazy.
awesome. Yeah.
Noise Floor was a good
retreat.
time, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so the
This
last
one's gonna be
record,
a little bit more easy, right? To kind of pick.
it's
going to
be a little more
right?
easygoing, and we're
Yeah.
gonna just focus on getting it done because the last record we were not really writing a record. We were just kind of playing shows, writing songs here and there, and fucking honestly, it probably took us a couple years to get the full record material written.
Really?
And then, and then you gotta, even once they're written, you gotta sort of perfect them
Go
and
back and
get them how you want them, and
Yeah.
Totally.
especially if you're going into the studio for 5 days, you don't want to be in there kind of fucking around trying to like hash shit out with
Yeah,
it.
having all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
discovery moments, like should
Yeah.
be done
Yeah.
beforehand.
I mean, if it
but-
happens naturally, then it's sweet, but you
Totally.
don't want to be in there fucking wasting time, right?
Totally.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm hoping that we'll have it written by the end of the year, and then spend another, I don't know, whatever it takes to record, but hopefully we'll have a new one out next year sometime.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Is there any ideas? Like, have you? Is it just gonna be, like, you guys have found your groove, or is it gonna be harder, faster, or if you kind of had any ideas as far as
I foresee it probably being a bit harder, a
Nice.
bit faster.
Hell
Not
yeah.
necessarily faster, but
I mean, it's
a
hard
bit
to go
more
much
hardcore.
faster than you do,
Yeah.
right? But
I think it'd be a bit more edgy, leaning a bit more towards the hardcore side of
Hell yeah.
things.
Cool.
I would think.
definitely,
Nice.
yeah. Well,
Awesome.
it's, yeah, it's
Kind of
been
the
too
feel
long.
I'm
I'm
getting.
hoping that you kick
Yeah.
a hole.
Just
through
come
this
out and
thing.
just
yeah,
fucking
fuck
lose it,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking to party.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. Yeah.
Nice.
No, I
Just
can't wait
awesome.
for it
Look
too,
into it.
man.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, any final thoughts? I mean, AC/DC, Highway to Hell, fucking figure it out. But if you
Yeah.
haven't yet, ATD, A Total Disappointment, go and get that fucking record and be on the lookout for the next one.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them anywhere to track you down and find you? Or OnlyFans,
Yeah,
Instagram, anything like that?
We're on Instagram, Facebook, ATD. All our stuff is on the kindacoolrecords.com website. They've
Cool.
got the whole shop and all the bands on there, so go
Nice.
check that out and show some love for sure.
Hell yeah.
Check out the other
Nice.
bands on there.
Totally. We'll
Awesome.
have a link for all
I
that
was gonna
shit
say we'll
underneath.
put all those links in the description.
Click
Hell
the
yeah.
link below.
the
Yeah,
little
go
link.
down there.
Yeah.
Smash some
I
fucking
see people do
things.
that all the time. Click the link.
Yeah.
Click
Smash
the
that
link.
link.
That's what we're trying to do over here,
Yeah.
right? One day this will be our job, Ben. I swear to God.
Yeah,
but thank you
yeah,
so
yeah.
much for coming over.
Yeah, thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
This is
This has
awesome.
been so much
Thank you
fun.
for having me, man.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.